Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Board Games Unlocked, and today I'm doing a discussion over Hive Mind, a party game designed by Richard Garfield. And it's always interesting to see his name, put on stuff just because of his renowned fame of developing and creating Magic the Gathering, which is 30 years old at this point. But this was a game I played at Gen Con in 2023, and really fell in love with. These are the kinds of party games that I tend to gravitate towards. Discussion-based party games, not necessarily like, oh, let's get shit-faced and play, but that will incite, like, oh, that's interesting that you put that, or this is why I put this. And Hive Mind kind of does that. So in Hive Mind, what you're doing is it plays up to 12 people. Theoretically, it could be played with more. I think they only just put a cap on it because in the game you have pegs, like the cheap triangle pegs, or whatever these are actually called, to fit on this board. But really, you can just play with as many as you want. And you are trying to put out answers, answer questions that will incite with the majority of people around. Whoever is kind of the odd one out, who is not putting in answers, will fall off. And if you're the only one who falls off, then you're the only one that loses. So the game comes with a bunch of these double-sided questions that range from, let's see, what are 3 foods that can be grilled? Or other than family and pets, what are 4 things you save from a house fire? And each card has 3 questions on each side. So that entire stack I gave you has 6 questions. And then also you can just make up your own. What are your favorite things about Board Games Unlocked? What are 3 things you like about me? And everyone will answer that question. And it comes with these pencils. And it's all bullet point listed stuff, so then you put those out, and then you compare them. 4 things I'd save from a house fire are my board games. And then it's like, did anyone else put board games? Oh, you did? There were 2 other people, so that's going to be 3 points total because it was 3 people who put that down. And then whoever has the most points out of that entire question, so from the one that's 4 things to save from a house fire, whoever has the least amount of points will move down on this board. And they have 2 sides where you do you have 6 spaces, and then another side that has 8. So that's the game. So I like these kinds of party games just because it's interesting to see what people are putting and kind of what they're thinking. And then, or whenever they do put an answer down, and it's like, oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I didn't think of that at all. It doesn't help that they are only getting a point for it because they're the only ones that put it down. But just also, whenever you're playing, no, it's reversed. Whenever you're playing, it's just kind of interesting on how you don't want to be so far out, what are 4 things you'd save from a house fire? My toothbrush. No one's putting that. And if someone does, then it's like, oh, hey! We think alike. But, so you don't want to put, you want to put some answers that are slightly unique, but not so unique that no one's going to put it down, because if everyone's getting the same amount of points, then all of you are moving down. And I like that. I like that you can answer the question. You're also thinking of who you're with, okay? What are 3 things at the bottom of the ocean? The Titanic is something might, or sand that some people might put. But it's just, if you also like lists, then this game is pretty much that. It's a list game. They did say at Gen Con that this has yes or no questions in it. You have I don't even know how many cards are in here. 300 cards, so what is that, 900 questions? If each card has six questions. Oh wait, no, that's if each card, that's what, 1,800? 1,800 questions. 300 times 6, yeah. So 1,800 different questions on top of the ones you can make up yourself. It makes sense that there might be some yes or no in here, but the way that you're gonna answer them is very nice. They also have this die in here, and the die is something I feel like that you do in a larger group, because what the die represents is it has a 1, 2, or 3 pips, and then a star. So you'll roll the die, and then if it's a 3, that means the 3 people who have the lowest answers are going to move down. It's a way to kind of quicken up the game, I think, and then also the star means the person who has the lowest answer is going to move, but the person who has the highest answer is going to move up. I like the addition of the die, but if you have a low player count game, like I've only ever played this at 4, the die kind of becomes annoying. It's like, because it's like, all right, well, 2 of us got 8 points, the other 2 got 7 points, and we rolled the one with 2, so that means all of us are moving down. You just feel kind of penalized for still doing a little bit better than everyone else. So it's like, I would say if you can get 6 or higher, 6 or 8 or higher player count, use the die, but like anything under those, just go with the lowest number, just because the game does go by really quick. But that's pretty much it. There's like, I like the way that this insert is in. Like it's just clean. Like the fact that someone is answering a question. It doesn't even really matter who's answering. There's no judge. It's just, all right. What are 3 genres? What are the 3 worst genres of music? Or what are 3 silly occupations? What are 3 Netflix shows? What are 4 things you add? What are 4 things parents use to bribe their children? That gives some ideas on some questions that probably won't be in here. But what are 3 forms of abuse? Just things like that. And, oh, I forgot to put the lid on. Just by buying this game, you have tons and tons of questions. It could also be a little frustrating whenever you're playing, because it's like if you're the only one that isn't melding with anyone else, it could be like, what is wrong with everyone? But it's like, well, you're not part of the Hive Mind, which I guess is good. Like, you're not conforming to peer pressure or to society, but also you're not winning this game. So which is more important, winning this game or being a unique individual? That's up to you. Winning the game is more important whenever you're actually playing the game. But yeah, that is basically Hive Mind. If you're looking for a kind of a party game that doesn't have to deal with trivia or words or drinking or being crazy and bombastic, this is a really good one to just kind of casually play. This is one you can play with, I mean, pretty much anyone. Like, the ages, it says 8 and up. Unless, like, 8 years old is the age you start learning how to write, I think you could probably go younger. Maybe not too young, but, like, I mean, kindergarten's 5. So, 1st, 2nd grade, you're probably good. It'd be fun to maybe play this as a family, where to see what your kids are going to put. The age range is I mean, all over the place. I think it fits a really good, like, going to a game day just to lighten the load of playing heavier games or different games, or just filling the slot of a solid filler. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, I think I'm going to give a Hive Mind an 8. I really enjoy it. I like all the unique questions. Some of them are hard. Some of them are so, you think they're so obvious to answer, like, but then you're thinking, wow, okay, I need to think of 3 things with doors. I can only think of 2. What else has a door? You know, just stuff like that. It kind of, a lot of the questions can kind of trip you up. So they're not so easy, and I like most of the questions in here. So yep, that's it. That's my thoughts on Hive Mind. Let me know what you think of the game in the comments below. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.
Hey everyone, thank you for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you would like to see more of my content, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell to be notified whenever I upload any new content. If you feel like supporting the channel, you can go ahead and click that Patreon link to be taken to my Patreon, and any help is truly appreciated. Other than that, stick around for any other run-throughs or reviews or cool top 10s or whatever I feel like putting on. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.